the next phase of the project, kind of analyze and assess like the photo that has, if you squint your eyes and you can see how the medium and lighter values, right, are balanced with the darker and mid-key values. There's sort of almost an equal amount of darker values. So the value pattern is all of this is light and middle tone, right? And then you have all of this is, and then the glasses too, is the darker and the darker middle tones, right? So there's about an equal amount of mid to high key with mid to low key. And there's a nice range of values. I have some very light, almost white of the paper here, and then you have your high key values here, right? So when I use my value scale and I compare, you can see that this area here is the light value, not the white of the paper. We do have some white of the paper, right? Some white. That's even the value on that chin, that highlight there, is even a little bit darker than this white, right? So it's not quite that dark. So it would be somewhere not quite white with maybe just a touch of this gray in here, right? So you want to choose, I would say 5 values. It's up to you how many values you do, but I would say probably like 5 values is a good idea. Okay, so I know you don't have Photoshop, but I want you to envision this. Okay, so I have Photoshop. I know how to use Photoshop, so I was able to reduce the amount of values, right, to about 5 values. And then play around with different background colors. So in this one I have the background is just white of the paper. So in this one I've tried it out with the background as darker, like the low key values, right? And this one it's a mid key value. So I've used Photoshop to my advantage to map out different configurations so that I can see my favorite configuration ahead of time and choose my values for painting my portrait that way. Some of you will have access to Photoshop or other digital tools, and some of you won't, but I just wanted to show you that the concept is that you're going to reduce the values to about 5 values. So what you can do, if you print out maybe 3 of your photographs, 8 by 10, you can draw right on top of the photograph. And then I'm just going to outline the shapes of some of the shadows. Okay, so I'm sort of delineating the boundaries between the different values, and then you want to tape a piece of tracing paper to your printout, and it's just smart to line it up square at the top evenly. It helps with alignment when you transfer this to your drawing paper. So you're going to create a hinge at the top. And then the best way to trace this onto the tracing paper is to tape it to a window where the sun is in the back. So you don't need a light table, you can just use a window. And now you can see all of the values through the tracing paper. Right, so I'm going to take a graphite pencil, preferably maybe like a 2 or a 3B, and I'm going to trace all of the value patterns onto the tracing paper. Here's the tracing. Okay, so there's my value map.